Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So how are you guys feeling about the markets? I mean, we've been up, we've been down. Lark Davis has posted this. Only 12.9% of the total supply of Bitcoin are sitting on exchanges right now. Demand is rising. Long-term holders are not selling. And so he is bullish, guys. This is from Glassnode, just demonstrating exchange supply of Bitcoin. And we are hovering around here, 12.9%. Which means not a lot of Bitcoin on the exchange, and that translates to most Bitcoin are in people's wallets. This is an indicator that the Bitcoin price, or at least people are assuming Bitcoin price, is going to continue to rally. So I've got the Bitcoin chart up here right now, Bitcoin trading at 63,500. It's been going up and going down. We've been getting excited with these new all-time highs. We hit one back on October 20th and another one just recently, November 10th. But now we're seeing a bit of a downturn, right? 4 days of some bearish movement for Bitcoin. So what are we to expect next? Well, some things we should be paying attention to. First of all, take a look at this rally up. Compared to the correction, we are definitely seeing more activity to the upside than we are to the downside. That is an indication that sellers are not as interested as buyers. So buyers, they're looking to hold, they're looking to accumulate. Sellers are also holding. Also make note here, guys, of the volume, low volume, not only for this uptrend, but also for this downtrend. So we're not really seeing high volume like we did back in and around here. Like take a look at this volume over here, high volume up here and down and around here. Whoops. We're seeing lower volume, so not a lot of trading activity either, and the trading activity that we are seeing is moving to the upside. These are all very bullish indications for Bitcoin. Let me bring XRP up here on the daily. Not too much different happening for XRP. XRP just kind of vacillating. Right now trading at about $1.17. I know it was getting exciting when it was up to $1.35, but now we're seeing it at $1.17. Again, in the grand scheme of things, these are small movements for XRP. What we need to see is this kind of increase next. A huge pump to the upside. And you guys can see here when I zoom out on the XRP chart, we are still making those higher lows, right? And so the next step, higher highs, we need to get above this level of support, so $1.40, and then obviously breaching $1.95, $1.96. So then the next one would be roughly up here. Okay, the higher highs, the next level before we take off, get right back up to all-time high, and then finally up to double digits, $10 to $15. That is still the projected price point for XRP. I want to continue here. This is interesting for residents of Miami. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. Miami to give Bitcoin yield from Miami coin to its citizens. The city of Miami will soon give out a Bitcoin yield from the staking of its cryptocurrency to its citizens. This coming from Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. We're going to be the first city in America to give a Bitcoin yield as a dividend directly to its residents. The yield comes from the staking of the city's own cryptocurrency, Miami Coin, which was introduced earlier this year and has already earned over $21 million in the past 3 months for Miami. Suarez noted that if you were to annualize the revenue, it would equal roughly 1/5 of Miami's total annual tax revenue of $400 million. So a new innovative idea coming out of the city of Miami. Of course, Miami, if you guys have not heard, wants to be one of those crypto first cities in America, one of those cities that adopts not only Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency as a whole. And they want to be leading in crypto utilization. So Mayor Suarez just turned his city into an oil-producing country that gives Bitcoin yield to its citizens. That's incredible. Community leader for Citycoins, Patrick Stanley, told CoinDesk TV, Citycoins is the organization that set up and runs Miami Coin. So if you do live in the city of Miami, you can now stake Miami Coin and receive a Bitcoin yield from said Miami Coin, so some passive Bitcoin returns from there. Interesting to note that. BondCrypt XRP pointed this out, guys. $140 million in XRP just moved between wallets, while someone purchased 14 million coins from Binance. This was according to a whale alert. Anonymous wallets are moving large volumes of funds among each other, in addition to a strong XRP buying activity presence on the Binance cryptocurrency exchange. Large transactions between two wallets. So 2 hours ago, at least of the time of the publication of this, two anonymous wallets have transferred more than $70 million worth of XRP amongst each other. 1 minute later, another transaction has occurred on the XRP blockchain. The wallet ending with this series of characters once again transferred a little bit more than 70 million worth of XRP. So just the other day, we did note that there was a transfer of about 10% of XRP's total supply. Now that was confirmed as it never went through. I think only a fraction of an XRP from that transfer went through. But this one here, guys, this is saying 60.2 million XRP, worth about $74.1 million USD, was indeed transferred. So we do have that transaction detail up here. Also something to note, according to the largest wallets, no transfers worth 140 million or 70 million have been made recently, which means that the person making large transactions has no intention of selling them unless it was an OTC or over-the-counter trade. So are whales still accumulating? Are exchanges accumulating in preparation of crypto holders, XRP holders, selling large stacks of XRP? Two possibilities here. It's always interesting to note when large sums of XRP are crossing the network. So wanted to thank BondCrypt XRP for pointing that out. And huge news, guys, for those of you using Binance.us. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. Binance.us has now announced that they are supporting the Songbird airdrop. With just a month under his belt as Binance.us CEO, Brian Schroeder issued the surprising tweet earlier this evening. So guys, I've got the tweet up here for you. To the Songbird SGB community, I promise to be customer first. I have heard you and I agree. I am reversing the decision made by my predecessors. Binance.us will be supporting the Songbird SGB airdrop to our users because it is the right thing to do, capitalizing right here. So for those of you guys who thought that you were not going to get your SGB tokens on Binance.us, they have reversed their decision. Thank you to Brian Schroeder, the new CEO of Binance.us, taking Brian Brooks's place. And XRP_Crow here already updating the infographic, so now supporting exchanges include Binance. Some of the exchanges that are still considering include Nexo and Valor. We also have some of the wallets up here, so you guys can refer to this infographic if you're not sure still if your exchange is going to support the airdrop or not. I know some of you guys have already received your SGB tokens, and some of you guys still waiting on them, just depending on which exchange you custodied on. The other thing we have to remember is that even if you have not received your SGB tokens, it might not be that your exchange is declining to send them to you. It could be just that, and you should check with your exchange specifically because there are different exchanges that are in different situations. Some of them are actually just trying to develop their infrastructure in order to airdrop them to you safely. So, they don't want to be liable in case something went wrong. So they said, yes, we will airdrop your SGB, but it might take a few months. So just check with your exchange, guys, if you are not certain. This is big considering Binance.us is one of those larger exchanges in the United States. So great breaking news. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for bringing that to our attention, and always at Stetus here on Twitter for bringing us these updated infographics, giving the XRP community a good sense of what to expect next with regards to not just Songbird tokens, but for many things XRP related. So if you're not following XRP_Crow, I suggest you follow him, guys. Want to keep moving with regards to the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this today. Crypto Carpenter XRP pointed this out. How many smoking guns does it take to shoot a light bulb? Just one. This is a effing cannon. Looks like another gem for the Crypto Law US Library. So this is John Deaton's Twitter, gathering all this information with regards to the Ethereum IPO or ICO. In this clip here, this is Joel Dietz, founding member of Ethereum and creator of the MetaMask. So this was him back in 2014 calling Ethereum an IPO. I think he probably meant an ICO. I don't know if the term ICO had even been coined at that time. Nevertheless, so he's calling Ethereum an IPO to a group of investors, leading the meeting for Vitalik Buterin. Listen to this, guys. It's only 20 seconds long.
And I'm going to give basically a high-level presentation of what Ethereum is, as a technology, and then kind of organizationally how it is, including this IPO. And then I'm going to turn it over to Vitalik, who will answer sort of technical questions. So he's available, he's in Toronto on Skype. He's kind of waiting for us right now.
So just some more evidence to suggest that people working either directly with the Ethereum Foundation or people connected with Ethereum have never denied the fact that Ethereum did indeed launch an ICO at that time, and they did fundraise. Vitalik Buterin himself, I mean, there are video clips with Vitalik even saying, we had to fundraise money, so we sold Ethereum, received Bitcoin from that Ethereum, and that is how we developed the Ethereum network. So another great one here from Crypto Carpenter XRP. Wanted to thank him for pointing that out. And XRP Crypto Wolf posting this November 12th today, guys, is likely the most important date in the XRP lawsuit. So why is that? The SEC v. Ripple lawsuit is taking longer than many in the XRP community were expecting. We all know that. Although attorney James K. Filan has warned that there are no indications that either party will go quietly into the night. So this is going to be a battle to the end. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit has been dragging on in the eyes of many executives and investors within the trading industry. I think we can all attest to that. Many legal experts, on the other hand, have said time and time again that the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit is unlikely to have an ending this year. Although anything can happen, as a settlement deal could go down at any time. We're still in the middle of the discovery phase. The judge moved the dates twice. The deadline for expert discovery has been moved from Friday, November 12th, which is today, guys, to January 14th, 2022. So it has been pushed on a couple of months. Nevertheless, today is likely to be the most important date in the XRP lawsuit this month, as it is still the deadline for the exchange of expert rebuttal reports. So today is the day, guys, where expert rebuttal reports are going to be exchanged. I'm recording this video well before anybody has probably gotten to their offices yet, so I will be keeping an eye on this as the hours go on, as the morning goes on. It is most likely that we'll be hearing from the court in both parties throughout the rest of the month, but the next scheduled date on the lawsuit agenda comes in December. So December 6th, guys, the next deadline for the SEC to comply with the judge's order regarding the discovery disputes, including identifying any term in the XRP sales contract that could create an expectation of profits and explaining if Ripple's efforts were necessary to affect the price of XRP. So that is next month. Right now, though, the exchange of expert rebuttal reports, that is due today, so gonna keep an eye on that, as mentioned previously. Stefan Hubert here, also bringing up something interesting with regards to the SEC and how they're flip-flopping back and forth. Do you want it even more absurd? Yes, you do. In an official SEC amendment for new rules on a Bitcoin commodity-based trust shares, the SEC cites the FinCEN ruling on Ripple as an example of a company operating as a cryptocurrency-based money transmitter. Yes, it doesn't get more absurd than that. So here are just the outlined points here. Each of the constituent platforms is subject to oversight by the federal and state financial regulators. Under applicable FinCEN guidance, virtual currency exchanges, such as the constituent platforms, are considered money transmitters for the purpose of federal AML law and must be registered with FinCEN. And then it's cited down here, persons administering, exchanging, or using virtual currencies. Note the term currency down here. Prosecuted entities that omit to register with it as a money services business, or MSB, or fail to comply with its regulations aggressively. See this example here, release by Office of Public Affairs, Department of Justice. Ripple Labs, Inc. resolves criminal investigations. So citing this specifically, and here's what they noted here. Security and Exchange Commission, notice of filing amendment number 1 to propose rule change to amend NYSE ARCA rule. They used this particular rule on September 24th, 2019. The Commission instituted proceedings under Section 19B2B of the Act to determine whether to approve or disapprove the proposed rule. So they are using the actual FinCEN rule where they are listing Ripple Labs here as a money transmitter. Not only that, in this specific rule, they're also calling XRP a cryptocurrency, or rather a digital currency. So I can see Stefan's point here. Super absurd, and another one for the books. Wanted to thank him for posting that. And I got Ashish Burla here, guys, from Yahoo Finance. Here's a clip where he was asked a few questions with regards to the new Ripple Liquidity Hub product. And there was one point in this conversation that really piqued my interest. Earlier in the interview, the interviewer was asking about companies and their utilization of cryptocurrencies moving forward. And Ashish Burla essentially says, how ridiculous would it be today? And I'm just paraphrasing, but how ridiculous would it be today if companies were asked, well, do you have an internet strategy? Meaning, the internet came around and companies had to kind of shift from traditional ways of doing business to moving their, or at least some of their business practices online. How absurd would it be today in 2021 if we asked a company if they had an internet strategy? Well, that's what happened in the late 90s. And so, the same kind of thing is happening today. Do you have a cryptocurrency strategy? Well, Ashish Burla assures us this is going to sound as ridiculous in the coming years as asking a company if they have an internet strategy sounds today. It's just going to be woven into the fabric of business. And even a few short years ago, there were companies that were trying to figure out what their social media strategy was. If you guys remember when social media was starting to kind of take off, and now, it's just kind of assumed that every company has a social media presence. So the same kind of thing happened with social media. I want you guys to listen to this clip of Ashish Birla because what he's saying here I think is very, very telling to where he sees Ripple going in the future and how Ripple plans on influencing not just a few businesses, but basically every single business that is going to use cryptocurrency. Listen to this.
How many people do you need? You're the CEO of a publicly traded large company, car company, clothing company. How many people should you have on a crypto team? And what is that team? What should they be hiring for?
Well, I think that you definitely need the strategists, but there's companies like Ripple that are building enterprise products to solve these solutions for enterprises. So I hope the answer is you need very few because you can integrate a Ripple product and get you what you need from the crypto decentralized finance space and the crypto space more general. That's a problem that we hope to solve. Again, there is such a demand for crypto engineers and product people in the market today. I don't think it's going to be possible for these enterprises to go out and hire them. That's why we're trying to build products to make it easier so that their existing IT staff can just adopt a product like Ripple's. And there's others in the market as well that they can go out and adopt. But I hope there's a good medium of solving that problem for companies like General Motors and financial institutions and corporations in the future.
So there you have it, guys. That is Ripple's plan to create a product that is so good that the current staff at all of these companies, the IT staff that currently exists at all of these different companies, can essentially integrate with Ripple's liquidity hub, guys, and that's just the beginning. Of course, we know so many other projects are being developed on the XRPL, so the liquidity hub for financial institutions and banks, that's going to be the beginning. But we heard Ashish Birla even mention companies like GM, right? General Motors. This is not just for banks and financial institutions. This is going to expand to companies worldwide, large cap, mid cap, small cap companies, and they're not going to need their individual managers to manage their crypto products. If Ripple does this correctly, it sounds as though they want to be that one-stop shop, that institutional grade solution, that manager of all companies to be able to integrate on the XRPL, utilizing XRP. And even if XRP isn't the cryptocurrency that they want to use, they'll be able to use XRP to source liquidity for another cryptocurrency that they plan on using. This is just part of the grander plan, guys. This is what's going to give the XRPL and XRP utility. This is what is going to get price appreciation even higher than what we are going to see in the spec market. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.